XCR 375 H&H Mag here, and I figured I would do a video like everybody else has about what's going on up in Oregon. Um, I guess pretty much what I want to say on this is what's going on up there is just goes beyond what these two people, the Hammonds, are going to jail about. It's pretty much about the federal government overstepping its bounds in multiple areas and so forth. Um, and also a warning to the feds. I know you guys have my channel monitored and watched and so forth, and so on. And just, you know, want to let those people know out there too that read a particular article by a Ross Elder on drones over Mahler breaking. Last paragraph, pretty interesting and disturbing. I don't know how true this is or so forth, so take it with a grain of salt. But I'm sure they have the area under reconnaissance with drones and stuff. Last quote. Pretty much what this guy says, that he's got a source that's an actual drone operator over there. And I already know the NSA and stuff probably already have this article monitored and trying to, figure out who this guy is anyway. So it's nothing new. Anyway, this is the quote from the operator. I don't know if they would or not, but I do know that we could, he said. The equipment is already staged in Washington. Authorization is just a phone call away, bro. If this thing goes live, I have no problem shooting a expletive, it's been deleted, hellfire up their asses. He's referring to the Patriots at the Mueller Wildlife Refuge. And he also further states that the Yahoos wouldn't even know what hit them. And he states that we already have snipers deployed to the area. And he said that that location is very remote. There's really no risk to non-combatants if this thing does go hot. A couple of missiles and this whole bloody thing would be over with. Will be over with. So this kind of goes out to the NSA and the other feds that are monitoring these type of channels, into the operators and stuff like that. If you're given that order, don't do it, because that will start a civil war. You will have pretty much every person that's a patriot and believes in freedom and so forth up in arms and against you. You will have another civil war or a revolutionary war. This country was founded on freedom and also about due process and so forth, which brings me into another topic here. Obama's executive orders and stuff and so forth, totally, just decreeing it and stuff by being law and so forth, not legal whatsoever. I don't know what he's going to say tomorrow or do tomorrow about his quote-unquote gun laws and so forth. Not quite sure. Anyway, just want to say that don't obey that order, because you're going to kick off something that's going to affect everybody in this country. Don't follow that order. If it goes hot, don't obey that order to take out those people, because you will have X amount of martyrs, and you will have the famous Remember the Alamo. You will have Remember Mueller here, or however you pronounce it. War, not good. Everybody suffers. But I get what's going on up in Oregon. The federal government has overstepped its bounds on so many issues and everything that, you know what, we need to stand with the people up in Oregon. I may not necessarily agree with everything that they're saying and doing, But they do have one point that's very keen, and it overrides every other point in my opinion, and that is freedom. You should not be forced to sell your land. You should not be trotted through the court system and beat up by the court system and tossed out as a big old pile of hamburger meat over this type of stuff. Federal government has definitely overstepped its bounds. And you know what it comes down to? It comes down to money. This is what this is always about. It's always about money. That money. It's always about money. The Bundy Ranch last year, Sugar Pine Mine last year. Well, Bundy, 2014. Anyway, it always comes down to money. And that's what this is about. It's about money. Apparently that area up there is very rich in natural resources, you know, uranium and other stuff. So, and the federal government wants it under their control. They've been consistently and constantly running ranchers out of that area. And this particular family has decided not to sell. So, federal government has dropped the hammer on them. And this is exactly what other people online have also stated too. The Prepared Mind has stated this, and so forth. But anyway, the people that are at the Mueller, the Patriots, the militia, supporters at the Mueller Wildlife Refuge need our support. As I said earlier, if the order is given to take out this group of patriots, supporters, so forth, it will kick off a civil war. Because then the gloves will just come off on both sides. And it's going to be bad for everybody. So I was hoping that something like this would not happen. I was hoping that 2016 would roll around and we get the shit stain that's in the Oval Office out, but apparently things are being accelerated. But if this whole entire situation up in Oregon goes south, then it's going to be bad for everybody. Then it's going to be game on. Then people will have to make that decision of whose side am I on? Am I on the side of freedom and being able to live my life the way I want to live and running my life the way I want to live? Or will I be on the tyrannical government side of interfering in everything? I'm not going to go into everything, but mandating I have to have health insurance. When the fuck did that happen? That the government has to state I have to have something in my life. It's not what this country was founded on. That's just an example. So if you're that drone operator or that NSA person or that person that gives the authorization, don't follow that order, because you'll kick off something that you won't believe that will happen. You'll be opening a Pandora's box, because you will have every true-blooded American patriot out there up in arms. So don't follow that order. It's one of more of my calmer videos. Like I said, I understand what's going up in Oregon, and I support what the Patriots, militia, and supporters of the Hammonds are doing at that wildlife refuge. But at the same time, I'm not totally blind to what the establishment could be trying to do to set up a civil war. Obama's coming out tomorrow. The Hammonds are turning themselves into the system tomorrow. Obama's supposedly coming out with more gun legislation and stuff like that. At the same time, the left and Obama could be saying, see, this is why we need to have more gun regulation. We have, the way the mainstream media is spinning it. We got people up there with the black threatening the black rifles that look threatening. So I'm not blind to that. I'm not blind to see what's going on. This could all be a setup. This could all be a setup to get everybody into a civil war. 2016 is so far is shaping up to be a very interesting year. So all I can say is stock up, beans, bullets, band-aids, get prepared, get with your groups, get yourself situated, and it's coming. This could be the year that we see some serious stuff go down. This could be the year that the country seriously has a civil war or a revolution and gets divided. So, I don't know. But what we do need to do is support the people up in Oregon. I've been watching the bullshit mainstream media, been watching Pete Santelli, been reading some stuff from InfoWars and stuff like that. Pete Santelli has been doing a pretty damn good job. I'm not a huge fan of him, but he's covering the event, so I give him my respect on that aspect. Alex Jones and his InfoWars team, I don't think they have the full picture quite yet of what's going on. I think they're a day or two behind, but like I said, Pete Santelli has been doing a good job of covering everything. I know InfoWars has got reporters en route up there. We'll see what happens. Pete Santelli's been doing a good job. He's been covering it. I'll give you 2 thumbs up for that. There you go. I prefer, other news medias, but like I said, 2 thumbs up for getting your ass up there and being out there, man. And like I said, this is America. I can say that, and I can give kudos where kudos is due, and still state my opinion. But if someone's doing a good job, yeah. Anyway, he's there. He's covering it, and that's what needs to happen. These alternative media news networks need to be there and need to get the story out. And like I said, InfoWars is a day or two behind on everything, and they haven't done their full research yet. So I think once everything's there and they have reporters on the ground, you're going to see a lot more information come out about this and so forth. Anyway, get prepared, people. 2016 looks like a wild ride. And remember, always follow the money. Why is the BLM, why is the Wildlife Association or whatever, Fish and Game and so forth, so interested and want these people off their land? It's the minerals. Follow the money. It's just like the Bundy land grab. This really freaking stinks. Okay, it came out that Harry Reid promised the land to the Chinese, and apparently Reid didn't. I'm just speculating here, and I'm saying speculating. And as everybody knows, Reid showed up in the Senate all beat up and fucked up pretty much. So somebody probably kicked the crap out of him. Anyway, follow the money. Beans, bullets, band-aids, people. Get stocked up. And like I said, if you're involved in this on the federal level, you agents or whatever, your pilots, don't follow that order. You're going to kick off and open up Pandora's box. And it probably will turn into a full-blown civil war. Everybody against everybody. I'm not encouraging it. It's the last thing we need. What we need is we need to get shit stained out of the office and get somebody in the office that can actually lead this country. Not dictate by executive order. Lead. So, but people, you need to make your decision. You're either for freedom and liberty and being allowed to be left alone and do your own thing as long as you don't hurt anybody else, Or you're one of those people that's sucking off the government tit, and you're pro-government, and the government should be in your life doing everything for you. Remember, America was not founded on that. It was founded on the rugged individual. Anyway, this video has gone on quite a bit. I'll leave some links below. Some videos that I feel are really good and you should watch. XCR out.